What's going on YouTube? Dr. Bat Prime 2.0 back again with another video. And well, this is another quarantine episode that I thought, well, I do. And well, with the coronavirus still spreading and happening, really hope we don't have to last too much longer, but just figured I'd get that out of the way. But also, just thought I'd give you a heads up and say, well, hope you're all doing well, hope you all are safe, hope you all are okay, and really hope that, well, that you're pulling through with the whole virus spraying. But I hope you all are making sure to wash your hands, keep yourself clean, and well, also just make sure to stay home. But if you're planning to go somewhere like work, grab a bite to eat, or even a walk or run or something, stay extra careful. But with that out of the way, let's sit down to the video. As you hit it, this is my top 10 alternate versions of Harley Quinn. Now, before I go in, I figured this would be a perfect time to talk about my top 10 favorite alternate versions of Harley Quinn because, because one, Birds of Prey is already hitting DVD early, and also the, DC Universe's, released season 2 of the Harley Quinn series. And I figured this would be a perfect time to bounce on and do a alternate versions of Harley Quinn. Now there aren't a lot, like as much as I've done with my other top 10 alternate version of characters, but there are a few that I was able to make, a good amount of 10. So let's get down to the list. Starting at number 10, working our way up to number 1 on what versions of Dr. Harleen Quinzel there are. At number 10 on my list is Earth 3 Harley Quinn. The one from Earth 3 is also known as, the Harley Quinn of, basically, the jokesters, psychiatrist and or therapist. I mean, this is also the world where the crime syndicates live, so, I mean, she's more of a doctor and a nurse. Also, she too has taken over the mantle of becoming the jokester. There's not much to say about her, but I just thought I'd talk about that, because, I mean, I like the whole concept of Earth 3 and figured she got that this version has to be somewhere on this list, so there we go. Number 9 on my list is Brian Azzarello's Harley Quinn. Now, I'll admit, this is kind of one of the craziest versions of Harley Quinn ever, because I mean, in the comic, she doesn't have a lot of dialogue, but I mean, I really like this version because I mean, one, she was all around crazy in so many ways with weapons, and one of the craziest parts, she poses as a stripper, which is like too insane and too much. And there were also times where the Joker wanted her to comfort her, because even the Joker needs some comforting from his girlfriend. Also, it did show that she is incredibly sane and very violent when it comes to weapons. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this version of Harley Quinn. I mean, she's just a really good sidekick when it comes to, working for the Joker. Number 8 on my list is Throw Killer / Earth 37 Harley Quinn. This version of Harley Quinn is basically, like any other normal classic version of Harley, but, with a different outfit, and also, and she ends up in a lesbian relationship with this world's Joker. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it takes place in the 1950s or 60s, but hey, I mean, it was at one of those classy times of, Batman, so that's what happens on Earth 37. Number 7 on my list is Batman Strikes Harley Quinn. This is basically the Harley Quinn that y'all would know from the 2005's The Batman cartoon. But this version is a little more different because, I mean, she's more of a talk show host and has a thing for being on TV. But overall, became a fan favorite that most fans of Harley Quinn enjoy. And she does one heck of a fight scene with Batgirl. I mean, sure, this more likely started out as a TV, as a TV show for Batman. But it became so popular, it got its own comic, and that's kind of what happens with most of our favorite superhero shows. They become so popular that they end up getting their own comics that fill in the gaps and add in more stories. Number 6 on my list is 1966 Harley Quinn. If you're in any way of a fan of the 1966 Batman show, this is basically, well, their version of Harley Quinn from the comics. Now, basically, she became a doctor, but lots of things went wrong, and she, in a way, became Harley Quinn. There's a lot more to her, but I would highly recommend reading the comic yourself, because, I mean, I really like the comics of, like, 1966 Batman, because, I mean, it's just a continuing of the, of the 66 Batman show. Also, if you're a fan of the 66 Batman show, you'll definitely love and enjoy the comic. And I'll admit, I love that show. Halfway at number 5 is Bombshell Harley. This is basically a Harley Quinn that everyone has fallen in love with, because, I mean, the Bombshell universe is basically its own concept. It's basically full of, like, a lot of female superheroes and supervillains. Also, the Bombshell universe is a pretty big universe when it comes to female superheroes and supervillains of DC Comics. And I just really like the fact that this version of Harley Quinn has a thing for, like, riding motorcycles, jets, and just flying all crazy. I mean, there's a lot more to her, but hey, I mean, Bombshell universe is basically full of all this stuff, so yeah, I mean, I like how it's very campy and classy at the same time. Number 4 on my list is New 52. This is what Margot Robbie Harley Quinn is loosely based off of when it comes to, well, Harley Quinn. I mean, this is basically like Harley Quinn on what we most know her origin story as. I mean, she would later, basically instead of her working at Arkham Asylum, she would be a patient there, run into the Joker, and fall into, well, a bat and chemicals that turned Joker's skin white and did the same thing for her. And then later she would, like, steal some clothes from a bunch of, well, ladies working out and also college kids. And that's how she got her outfit. And she just, in a way, became the new and improved version of Harley Quinn. I mean, that's what the New 52 is all about. I mean, it's all about changing some origins and backstories. I mean, sure, a lot of people are 50-50 on New 52, but me personally, I really like the New 52, and it's something that I grew up with and I enjoy. Heading to top 3 is Gods and Monsters Harley Quinn. So, the Gods and Monsters version of Harley Quinn might be considered to be a serial killer, but she's just insane. She's just a killer. I mean, pretty freaky monster. And of course, she has a thing for encountering Batman in this universe, who happens to be a vampire. But I just like the fact that this version of Harley Quinn was, well, created by Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, aka Batman, the animated series creators. And also, well, same goes for Justice League and Superman the animated series, and just so many more. And I just really like this version take on Harley Quinn, even though we only got like a one-shot kind of thing that only lasted like 5 minutes. I just became a fan of this version. Number 2 is Injustice Harley. If you're in any way a fan of the Injustice games, there's a lot to this version of Harley Quinn than you think. Also, I just really like the concept of how she would be a good guy here and there, and not to mention, she would take over the Arrow Cave, which she renamed Quiver, and had a thing for kidnapping Billy Batson as a kid, instead of being Shazam. I mean, there's a lot more to her, but, I mean, come on. I mean, I like the fact that this version of Harley Quinn, like, not only dumps the Joker, but I like the story, I like the costume, and I just love where everything is going with this version of Harley Quinn. I mean, including being a hero for once. So, yeah, there's that. And number 1, taking top spot, is Arkham Games Harley. Like I said before about TV shows getting their own comic, the Batman Arkham games became so popular, they got their own comic, and that's how and why Harley Quinn hits number 1 when it comes to, well, the Arkham games of the alternate versions of Harley. Because, I mean, I really like the whole origin story and all the costume designs that she has. I mean, there's a lot more to this version, like, I mean, sure, it's just the same thing, like, she would follow in the Joker's footsteps, and just like any other version, like most normal versions of Harley Quinn, paint their skin white, and, well, just slap on a costume. I just really like the fact that this Harley Quinn is just very supportive and just, well, just a perfect way of having, well, the best of both worlds when it comes to Harley Quinn. And that's basically my list. Let me know what your list is in the comments below, but here's some honorable mentions I like to add in. Honorable mentions go to the Elseworlds Harley and Omnicom Girls Harley. So that's my list, and like I said before, let me know what yours are in the comments down below. So, also just to wrap up on this video, don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the bell to notify whenever I upload a video, so that way you can stay in touch when my next video pops up. And don't forget to also, hit the comments and, I'm always reading comments here and there. And also, hit the thumbs up so I know you like this video or even love it. And also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, CosplayMino, TikTok, Facebook. All my social media name is right here. So make sure to follow me and I'll make sure I might follow you back. But until next time, guys, I will see you in my next video, and stay safe, stay cool, and see you in my next video.